Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about all the books that are coming out in February that I'm most excited about, and I feel like this is the month of like complete variety. There are so many different types of books that I'm looking forward to, and some of the authors are really interesting. So the first book that's coming out in February that I'm looking forward to, it comes out on the 28th, and that is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. It's a YA contemporary, and it's one that I've seen a lot of hype about on BookTube. I know a lot of people are looking forward to this one. It's inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement, and it's about a girl whose best friend gets shot by police, and then it kind of turns her whole world upside down. It's going to be made into a movie as well, and I know that it's Angie Thomas's debut novel, which is really awesome. It sounds like it must be really good, the fact that before it's even out they've already announced that it's going to be turned into a film. So really looking forward to this one, and I think it's going to be fantastic. The second book that I'm looking forward to this month is called To Catch a Killer by Cheryl Scarborough. This one is a YA like mystery thriller kind of book, and it comes out on the 7th of February. It's about a girl whose mother was murdered when she was a toddler, and then as a teenager she finds the body of her biology teacher who's been murdered, and she decides to investigate it herself. It just makes me think of Pretty Little Liars, and whenever they would like not go to the police on something and try to like figure it out themselves, I'm just like, what are you doing? Like it's obviously going to end badly. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this book anyway. It sounds really cool, so we'll see. The next book that I'm looking forward to this month is called We Were the Lucky Ones. It's by Georgia Hunter, and it's coming out on the 14th of February. It's a historical fiction novel, and for once it's a historical like adult fiction novel rather than YA, which is cool. It's based on a true story. It's about a family of Polish Jews that were separated from each other at the start of World War II, and just all of the different things that different family members faced. Just the fact that it's following like different members of a family sounds really interesting to me, because I think you'll get like multiple different stories within the one book. The next book that I'm looking forward to this month is All Our Wrong Todays by Elon Mastai. Not quite sure how to pronounce his name, but it's a science fiction novel that is coming out on the 7th of February, and I'm generally not a big sci-fi reader, especially if it's not like YA sci-fi, and this is adult sci-fi, so way out of my comfort zone. But the cover is incredible and it just sounded really good, so I had to add it to my TBR. Elon Mastai as well is actually a screenwriter. I think this is his debut novel as well, which is cool. Sounds really interesting. Basically it's about a guy who is living in a utopian society, and he travels through time and space or something and ends up in a dystopian society, which is actually just our society, but to him it's like totally dystopian because our world seems like so much worse than the world that he is in, which is like the best world we could imagine, I guess. So it's like two different parallel 2016s, and that to me is such an interesting concept, to have it be, you know, sci-fi, utopian, dystopian, except one of the settings is our own. I just think it would be really interesting to look at a perspective where our world, you know, someone coming from a better place and looking at our world, it just sounds really cool, so I'm really looking forward to that one. The next book that I'm looking forward to is called I See You by Claire McIntosh. This comes out on the 21st of February, and it's an adult thriller mystery. So again, there's a few adult books on my list this month, which is cool. There's like murders going on, and every time someone gets murdered, prior to their murder, their picture appears in a classified ad in the newspaper, and then this woman sees her own picture, so she knows that she's probably going to get murdered, and it just follows that story. Sounds really interesting. With thrillers and mystery novels, stuff like that, I guess you don't really get much out of the synopsis, so there's not much else to say about it, but it sounds cool and I'm looking forward to it. Claire McIntosh was a police officer and also has been a journalist in the past as well, so I think she'll have a really good perspective of crime. And then the final book that I'm looking forward to that's coming out in February is An Age of Anger, A History of the Present by Pankaj Mishra. This is a non-fiction novel. It's coming out on the 7th of February, and it's one that just sounded really topical and really interesting to me. It kind of looks at how individualism and the pursuit of wealth has damaged our society and kind of made a demoralized world. It looks at the harmful effects of people feeling disaffected by the fact that their lives aren't really living up to the promises that they felt they were given about stability and prosperity and things like that. They're kind of looking at those things as being the origin for the paranoid hatred that a lot of people have towards other people in this day and age. So it sounds like a really insightful kind of book, and I know Pankaj Mishra has a really good reputation for writing really amazing things. He is a renowned Indian essayist and novelist. Looking forward to that one, and looking forward to all the other books coming out this month. If you're looking forward to any of these, let me know that in the comments down below, or let me know any other books coming out in February that you're super excited for. I would love to know that as well. So subscribe if you haven't already. I upload 2 days a week, usually Tuesday and Friday, usually. And my Goodreads, Twitter and Instagram are linked down below. And I'll see you guys with another video in a couple days. Thanks for watching. Bye.